Game of Thrones Season 3 Episode 4. Great series. Let's go.
How many of those fingers do you think we could shove up his ass?
He's going to fall. He's going to fall off his horse. Someone help him.
Your hands all up in that mud as well, Jack. Could you imagine?
If I die, you won't be getting...
Oh, enough. Here.
Can't say that I've ever seen a man drink horse piss that fast.
You're happy about this, yeah? Fucking bro.
Stop!
Hard enough.
Do that again, and I'll take your other hand.
And he's just sitting there on a rope right next to his face. Oh,
Tyrion,
grim.
come in.
I hope we
You
might
look
speak
so smug.
in confidence.
One down. One down.
Nearly. Nearly.
Nearly.
Always in confidence.
About the events of the Blackwater. Perhaps this is the wrong time.
Oh, no, it's a wonderful time.
I thought one of you little birds might have knowledge of my sister's intentions.
End your life.
I didn't inherit Littlefinger's spies along with his position, I'm afraid. Which is why I'm coming to you. I need proof.
Proof? Will there be a trial?
I need to know.
I have no proof, only whispers. Before all this nastiness, I was going to tell you the
Wonder
story
what's in the
of how
box,
I was
Jack.
cut. Do you want to hear it still?
I don't know. Do I?
As a boy, I traveled with a troupe of actors through the free cities. One day, in Myr, a certain man made my master an offer too tempting to refuse. I feared the man meant to use me, as I'd heard some men used small boys. But what he wanted was far worse. He gave me a potion that made me powerless to move or speak, yet did nothing to dull my senses. With a hooked blade, he sliced me, root and stem, chanting all the while. He burned my parts in a brazier. The flames turned blue, and I heard a voice answer his call. I still dream of that night. Not of the sorcerer, not of his blade. I dream of the voice from the flames. Was it a god, a demon, a conjurer's trick? I don't know. But the sorcerer called, and a voice answered. Ever since that day, I have hated magic and all those who practice it. Why, I was eager to aid in your fight against Stannis and his Red Priestess. A symbolic revenge of sorts.
I feel the need for actual revenge against the actual person who tried to have me killed, which will require a degree of influence, which
You do not possess. But influence is largely a matter of patience. Once I had served the sorcerer's purpose, threw me out of his house to die. I resolved to live, to spite him. I begged. I sold what parts of my body remained to me. I became an excellent thief and soon learned that the contents of a man's letters are more valuable than the contents of his purse.
Very true.
Step by step. One distasteful task after another, I made my way from the slums of Myr to the small council chamber. Influence grows like a weed. I tended mine patiently until its tendrils reached from the Red Keep all the way across to the far side of the world, where I managed to wrap them around something very special.
sorcerer.
Hello, my old friend. It's been a long time. I have no doubt the revenge you want will be yours in time, if you have the stomach for it.
We'll talk about the Night's Watch.
You see how his mouth was sewn shut just in case.
That was by far the best part of this entire franchise.
Really?
With everything that's gone on with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way he's just been, and then for him to say the lines that he said, the way he presented it, and then
the writing in this show is just so good. Yeah.
Slides it and just says, "Hello, old friend."
Yeah, man.
And then just closes it again.
Yeah, man.
You ruthless motherfucker.
Yeah, cuz.
You ruthless man. I love him.
That's this show.
That's so cold.
This show.
That's so cold. I didn't die. I resolved.
I literally done what I needed to do.
I got to the small council, I found that bitch, and he's been living in a box.
Literally.
God damn.
Honestly, Varys and Tyrion are some of my favourite characters in this show.
Insane.
So good.
When the Lord Commander says we go, we go.
The Lord Commander told us to go to the Fist of the First Men. How'd that turn out for us?
He had no way of knowing.
Do now. You know what's out there.
Craster's been out here, surviving.
So he's in your protector now. Our good friend Craster.
We're like the sons he never had.
Moment isn't gonna save you. This lummox here isn't gonna save you. When the walkers come calling, Craster will serve us up like so many pigs. If we want to live, we'll have to look out for ourselves.
You woke him.
Sorry. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Does he have a name?
No.
You're going to give him one?
Why? Here.
Give
I said to hold it for you until you came back. You're back. Take it.
I
I don't want your stupid thimble. I want to save my baby's life. Can you do that? Can you?
Guilt trip.
I don't have time for you. I don't have time for anyone but him because he doesn't have much time.
Yeah, I want to hit a bit hard, didn't
it? You have to go after him.
How?
You know how.
Grand climbing once again.
Mother, how many times have I told you? No climbing. Mother, I need to find it. It's here. It's calling me. No more climbing. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me. Promise me.
PTSD.
Is he very large?
No larger than usual, apparently.
And yet they said that he was...
Extraordinary. The most extraordinary man they've ever had. And they've had a lot of men.
We're talking about the same Podrick. Quiet boy in Lord Tyrion's service seems a bit simple. What did he do to them?
I don't know, my lord. Those are usually quite descriptive.
So what did they say?
He said it was hard to describe.
Prodigies appear.
My man is packing.
Yeah, man.
He was too preoccupied to notice. He's leaving for the Eyrie soon. I'm helping him prepare for his journey.
To pursue his enduring love of the Lady Arryn and the title that comes with her. Is that all it takes to make our friend lose interest in poor Sansa Stark?
He hasn't spoken to her since the last time, as far as I know. But I don't think he's lost interest.
What makes you say so?
His shipboard inventory.
You can read. Rare for a woman in your profession. I'm missing something obvious you're about to point out?
He's bringing 2 feather beds for the cabin.
Who is important enough to Littlefinger to merit a feather bed besides Littlefinger? Could he be bringing one of his girls?
He's not interested in them, my lord.
How do you know?
Because I'm one of his girls.
She's playing a risky game. She is right next to Littlefinger and she's giving Varys.
She's going to end up dead, bro. She will end up dead.
Do you not think she's playing a risky game, though?
She's a risky game, yeah, no, 100%. She's playing both of them.
Do you think she's playing him? Varys? Or do you think she's really trying to get out of her situation?
She might be trying to get out of the situation, but I think she might want to have something on him just in case that things backfire.
Okay.
Over there, in that urn, the ashes of Aerion Targaryen. Aerion Brightflame, they call them. And of course, there's the Mad King, killed by my uncle. Would you like to see where the lost Targaryens are buried?
Are you sure Lady Marjorie doesn't find all this a bit macabre?
Oh no, it's quite all right, Your Grace. I'd love to see their tombs, really. It's like taking a walk through history. You were married.
Cersei's not having none of it.
Tough shit, bitch.
Your husband, was he buried here as well?
No, he wanted his remains returned to Storm's End.
Such a tragedy.
Very predictable tragedy. Hunting and drinking don't mix.
Say not. My son's a hunter. Tells him forget he's never been within a mile of a real battle.
I seem to recall he laid siege to Storm's End for the better part of a year.
All he laid siege to was the banquet table in the command tent. He had no business fighting an actual warrior. We mothers do what we can to keep our sons from the grave. We do seem to yearn for it. We shower them with good sense, and it slides right off like rain off a wing.
And yet the world belongs to them.
Oh, a ridiculous arrangement in my mind.
Yeah.
The gods have seen fit to make it so.
My father didn't want them here. He was going to have their bodies burned
He's
and
a
thrown in the black
problem.
The High Septon convinced him otherwise.
I'm glad he did. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I know they did terrible things at the end, but their ancestors built this. Sometimes severity is the price we pay for greatness.
I couldn't agree more.
Because you're a sick cunt.
And a simp.
Shall we go and see them? If you give them your love, they will return it 1,000-fold. I've spoken with them. I know how they feel about you. You led the defense of King's Landing. They adore you.
Open the doors.
Joffrey, wait.
That is when a mum doesn't like her son's girlfriend.
Literally.
Bitch, what are you doing?
Fuck off.
She's got power now, though, man.
That's
She's got
it.
power.
She's in charge. You're not
God
anymore,
damn.
Cersei.
Oh, it's like a power couple. Get her and a bald man with no balls. The twitch in the eye.
Yeah, man. Marjorie's playing Joffrey like a fiddle.
She's pissed.
Your sister's waiting for you there.
She sent you to save me.
Yeah, I served them, the men who were torturing you. I did what they told me and waited for the right moment.
Why would you risk your life for me?
I grew up on Salt Cliff, my lord. I was only a boy when they took you away. My father brought me and my brothers up to the bluff so we could watch the ship that carried you off. I remember the look on my father's face when he told us. That's Balon Greyjoy's last living son. And those are the words I heard over and over again when I saw what they were doing to you.
Those men. They said my father knew what they were doing to me. Did he?
I don't know, my lord. They never told me much.
You know everything, boy.
Do you not like him?
I know he's not telling him everything. But
Really?
I feel like he's not, man, because I feel like
men
that's
are loyal
like
to her. We don't
you would have
need to
just
hide
told
from
him,
them.
like, nah.
Not all those, yet some of them are loyal to your father.
I was just thinking how jealous I was when my father told Yara to take this place.
What did he tell you to do?
Raid fishing villages. He didn't trust me. Thought I was a Stark. I could never be a Stark. Robb Stark always reminded me of that.
He lorded it over you.
Didn't have to. All he had to do was be. His life fit him better than his clothes. How could someone like that ever be a brother to me? He's the king of the north. And me, my father gave me a choice, and I made it. I could never be a Stark. It's ironborn. It's what I was born to be. I paid the iron price for Winterfell. I murdered those boys.
The Stark boys.
Never found them. Just some poor orphans living with a farmer. I let Dagmar slit their throats, and I let him burn the bodies, so I could keep Winterfell and make my father proud.
Maybe it's not too late.
It is. My real father lost his head at King's Landing. I made a choice.
His real father lost his head at King's Landing, and yet he made a choice.
Yeah. He did.
And I chose wrong. Now I've burned everything down.
Not everything, my lord. She's up here.
Yara.
Got no more food.
I brought him back. He killed the others.
What? No, I didn't. You can't. Please stop.
Put him back where he belongs.
Yeah, man. So he helped him escape, got onto his side, and then took him back there.
That's a fuckery.
That's a fuckery, cuz.
That's wrong.
Like that's psychological.
That's a fetish. That's a dark fetish that my man has. Oh, he's got a dark fetish of saving the victim and then throwing him back into the walls. I bet he gets off on that.
Continue watching, Jack.
What a bastard.
Continue watching. Do you recognise the actor?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's from Misfits.
Yeah.
Back to Jaime.
She loves him. She loves him.
Eat. What are you doing?
I'm dying.
You can't die. You need to live. To take revenge.
I don't care about revenge.
You coward. Your misfortune, you're
Pussy.
giving up.
Misfortune.
You lost your hand.
My sword hand. I was that hand.
You have a taste. One taste of the real world, where people have important things taken from them. And you whine and cry and quit. You sound like a bloody woman.
Brienne.
You told them Tarth was full of sapphires. It's called the Sapphire Isle because of the blue of its water. You knew that. Why did you help me?
Why did he help her, Jack?
What was the guarantee getting his willy back?
You wanted to speak to me.
Yes, about Jaime.
What about him?
I wanted to make sure we're doing everything we can to get him back.
When Catelyn Stark took Tyrion prisoner, what did I do in response?
You started a war.
Well, if I would start a war for that lecherous little stump, what do you think I am doing for my eldest son and heir?
Whatever you can.
Whatever I can. You're still here?
Yes.
Why?
Did it ever occur to you that I might be the one who deserves your confidence and your trust? Not your sons, not Jaime or Tyrion, but me. Years and years of lectures on family and legacy. Same lecture, really, just with tiny, tedious variations. Did it ever occur to you that your daughter might be the only one listening to them, living by them? That she might have the most to contribute to your legacy? That you love so much more than your actual children?
All right. Contribute.
The Tyrells are a problem.
The Tyrells helped us defeat Stannis Baratheon. The Tyrells saved your life, your children's lives.
Marjorie has her claws in Joffrey.
She knows.
She knows how to manipulate him.
Good. I wish you knew how to manipulate him. I don't distrust you because you're a woman. I distrust you because you're not as smart as you think you are. You've allowed that boy to ride roughshod over you and everyone else in this city.
You fucked up, bitch.
Perhaps you should try stopping him from doing what he likes.
I will.
Ooh. Yes!
Nana? Another golden rose. How original. I eat from plates stamped with roses. I sleep in sheets embroidered with roses. I have a golden rose painted on my chamber pot. If that makes it smell any better. Roses are boring, dear. Growing strong. Ah, the dullest words of any house. Winter is coming. Now, that's memorable. We do not sow. Strong, strong those are houses you watch out for. Dire wolves and krakens, fierce beasts. But a golden rose growing strong.
Stop.
That strikes fear in the heart. Look, little loves. Run along now.
My lady, I wanted to personally welcome you to King's Landing. The city has been made brighter by your presence.
The city is made brighter by my presence. Is that your usual line, Lord Varys? You here to seduce me?
A little obvious, perhaps.
Oh, no, please. Seduce away. So long. No, I rather think it's all for naught. What happens when the non-existent bumps against the decrepit? Mincing all this way for something.
Did you like that reference there, that way it was written, yeah?
Oh, that's fucking quality.
The writing in this show is so good,
Did you come
man.
mincing this way for anything in particular? Oh, I love it. I love it.
Question for
It's
the
the look.
philosophers. But you've come mincing all this way for something, so?
Might I sit?
No. I've heard you're such a clever man. I'm curious why you sought me out.
You've taken an interest in Sansa Stark?
Have I? Because I spoke to her once in this garden and one of your little spies came running to tell you? Why shouldn't I take an interest? She's an interesting girl.
Is she?
No, not particularly. She's had an interesting childhood.
She has, sadly.
Sadly, indeed.
Well, forgive me for wasting your time then. I thought we shared certain hopes for her well-being.
Come. You surrender rather easily. Walk with me. I know the walls have ears, but apparently the shrubbery does too.
I choose my allies carefully, and my enemies more carefully still.
Which is Sansa Stark?
Neither. A babe in the woods. I admired her father.
Yes, Ned Stark had many admirers. And how many stepped forward when the executioner came for his head?
I could not help them, Lord Stark. Perhaps I can help his daughter.
How?
You're not the only one who has taken an interest in her.
That's hardly surprising. She's a beautiful girl with a famous name.
Indeed. She'd make a lovely match for the right suitor.
It almost feels as if you're about to arrive at the point.
Littlefinger is not long for the capital. A confidant of mine has told me that when he goes, Sansa Stark goes with him.
Why have you come to me with this matter?
Littlefinger was born with no lands, no wealth, no armies. He has acquired the first two. How long before he has the army? Perhaps you'll laugh, but I know him better than most, and this is the truth. Littlefinger is one of the most dangerous men in Westeros.
He fucking is.
If Robb Stark falls, Sansa Stark is the key to the north.
And if Littlefinger marries her, he'll have the key in his pocket.
Which seems such a shame. Why should a man with such a low reputation steal away such a lovely bride?
You must despise him. You're working so hard to undermine him.
Actually, I rather enjoy him. But he would see this country burn if he could be king of the ashes.
You're a clever man, Lord Varys.
You are too kind. I believe I have a possible solution.
One doesn't need to be clever for that. It's all rather obvious, isn't it?
What is it?
Jeez, man.
What?
These two together seem like a really dangerous pair.
Oh.
But I love the way that they say that I enjoy him, but he would much rather see this country burn.
Yeah.
We
Varys
can't
enjoys
have that.
Littlefinger, but you can tell Varys is for the people a bit.
Like, he's all for like long live life. Type of deal.
Yeah.
And he's not really interested in like rules or whatever.
Yeah,
like the ruling, like power.
Actually ruling and having
actually
power.
ruling and
Yeah.
being in power. No, he's not interested in that at all.
No. It's very, very interesting. But what's the easy solution? What do you think the solution
Kill him,
is?
bro. But the problem
It's
is
not the easy solution, Jack.
100% it is. 100%. Killing him is the easiest option.
No, there is an easier option.
I wait to see this one.
I didn't mean to disturb you.
You haven't.
We'd like some privacy, please, if you wouldn't mind waiting back inside the keep. Or if you'd be kind enough to give me your names, I'll ask the king to speak with you himself. What did you pray for?
I can't tell you.
Why not? I'll tell you what I prayed for in the sept this morning. Let's see, for my family's health and happiness, for an end to the war, for a short winter. Boring and traditional, I'm afraid. And you?
I'm sorry, I just can't.
My cousin Olenna was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. When I was 12, I was all elbows and knees, and Olenna looked like a goddess sent to torture me. Pigface, she called me. I think it had something to do with my nose. Whenever she passed me in the halls, she'd oink. So I prayed that she'd catch a horrible skin disease. A week after that, she came down with porridge plague.
Porridge plague?
Oh, you don't have it in the north. Your skin starts to look like boiled oats, and eventually your face slides off and you die in agony.
But that's awful. I believe after you. Porridge plague, I'm an idiot.
Don't say that. No, you're not.
Yes, she is.
So what happened to Olenna?
Oh, she grew up to be the most beautiful woman and married a handsome lord, and they have darling children and live in a castle by the sea. It's all terribly frustrating.
I'm sure she's jealous of you now. You'll be married here in the capital, and she'll have to come watch and pretend to be happy that you're queen.
I want us to be friends. Good friends.
That would make me very happy.
You must see Highgarden. You'd love it there, I know you would.
Sorry,
We have a
that was
great
impulsive.
masquerade the night of the harvest moon. You should see the costumes. People work on them for months.
I don't think the queen would let me leave King's Landing.
The Queen Regent, you mean? Once I marry Joffrey, I'll be queen. And if you were to marry Loras... Oh, your place would be at Highgarden, wouldn't it?
She wouldn't be able to marry
You would be
Littlefinger, would
sisters,
she?
you and I. Would you like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
easier solution.
Okay.
Marry her off
Okay.
to Loras Tyrell.
Yeah.
He's gay, but she likes him.
Yeah.
She's too naive to believe he's gay until the marriage is done.
Yeah. Oh, sweet Jesus, man. I would have just killed him. I fully would have just killed him. There's no point in having Littlefinger about anymore. He's a problem. He's pissing off. I say we kill him and we send him off on his boat. Yeah? And then people are like, oh, why did Littlefinger say goodbye? And he was like, he had to rush off and do things. That boat is gone, bro.
Littlefinger is a cunt. Straight up.
I see you. You haven't liked the video yet. Why not? Go on. Go like it. While you're at it, you know you want to subscribe. And if you want to go to our social medias, all the links you need are in the description box down below. And you might as well head over to our Patreon as well, where you can get extra bonus content if you're enjoying this. That link's in the description box down below. But we'll get straight back into the video. Love you guys.
Fuck you, Littlefinger.
His name was Bannon. He was a good man, good ranger. He came to us from... Where did he come from?
Down White Harbour way.
Came to us from White Harbour. Never failed in his duty. He kept his vows best he could.
The best
He
he
rode
could.
far, fought fiercely.
Do they say that so that they can go fuck the other girls in that town? There's a town that they all sneak off to go fuck the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they keep up to their vows the best they could. Because they all know that they're just going down there.
They
Just
all know,
No way, I ain't plowing.
We shall never see his like again.
And now his watch is ended.
And now his watch has ended.
Didn't think a broke foot could kill a man.
Wasn't his foot that killed him. That bastard Craster starved him to death.
Craster's got his daughters to feed.
You on his side?
We can't just show up and steal all his food. The brothers of the Night's Watch, not thieves.
Day we leave, Craster will tap a barrel of our wine and sit down to a feast of ham and potatoes and laugh at us, starving in the snow. He's a bloody wildling's all he is.
Never knew Bannon could smell so good.
Those boys are hungry.
I'm killing that old man.
You're a Night's
You have
Watchman.
one son.
Yeah, but...
Hold your moment. I had my 99. You ever meet a man with 99 sons? And more daughters than I can count. I'm glad for you. Ah, you know. Me, I'll be glad when you and yours are gone. As soon as our wounded are strong enough. Yeah. They're as strong as they're gonna get. Them that's dying, you cut their throats and be done with it. I'll leave them if you've not the stomach, and I'll sort them myself.
Whose throat are you gonna cut, old man?
Wait outside.
It's cold outside, and there's nothing to eat.
My wives give you bread.
There's sawdust in the bread.
You don't like it. You go out there and eat the snow.
I'd rather eat what you've got hidden away.
I told you to wait outside.
He's sitting there, drinking our wine, eating his fill while we die.
We give you crows enough. I've gotta feed my women!
So you admit you've got a hidden larder then? How else you make it through winter?
Enough! Out! I am a godly man!
You're a stingy bastard!
How do you, you little thief? And you! And you! Go sleep in the cold with empty bellies! I'll chop the hands off the next man who calls me bastard.
You You are a bastard. A daughter fucking wildling bastard.
By all the
There are no laws beyond the wall. Now show us where he hides his food, or you'll get the same as he did.
Unhand, I shall have your head.
Yeah, now they've got no leader.
Quickly! Quickly!
What's happening? I'm not going out there.
We have to go! Now!
Follow me. I know the best way. One.
Sam and Gilly on their own.
Fast, Piggy! And sleep well! I'll be cutting your throat one of these nights!
He's got a fucking problem, isn't
He has just got a fucking problem. He's a cunt.
Can I take this hood off yet?
I do apologise, little lady, but it's better for you if you don't see where we're going.
What is it?
Blackstrap rum.
Oh.
Not easy finding molasses in wartime.
Add up, son.
Let's go home.
What is this place?
Somewhere neither wolves nor lions come prowling.
You look like a bunch of swineherds.
Some of us were swineherds, and some was tanners and masons. That was before.
You're still swineherds, and tanners, and masons. You think carrying a crooked spear makes you a soldier?
No. Fighting in a war makes you a soldier.
Beric Dondarrion, you've seen better days.
And I won't see them again.
Beric Dondarrion. So, season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Ned was handed a king and he was sitting on that throne that one time and the old people come in and they was like, oh no, like our village has been attacked, and they had come to the conclusion it was Sir Gregor Clegane, the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sent some men to go after the mountain and demanded Tywin to come answer for his crimes.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Beric Dondarrion was the leader of the group he sent after the mountain.
Right.
Yeah, so they went to go after the mountain, and yeah, obviously some things happened.
Yeah.
Stark deserters, Baratheon deserters. You lot aren't fighting in a war, you're running from it.
Last I heard, you were King Joffrey's guard dog. But here you are 1,000 miles from home.
Which of us is running?
Untie these ropes and we'll find out. What are you doing? Leading a mob of peasants?
Ned Stark ordered me to execute your brother in King Robert's name.
Ned Stark is dead. King Robert is dead. My brother's alive. You're fighting for ghosts.
That's what we are. Ghosts. Waiting for you in the dark. You can't see us, but we see you. No matter whose cloak you wear. Lannister, Stark, Baratheon. You prey in the weak. The Brotherhood without banners will hunt you down.
You found God. Is that it?
Aye. I've been reborn in the light of the one true God.
And who is that?
As have we all. As would any man who's seen the things we've seen.
You mean to murder me, then bloody well get on with it.
You'll die soon enough, dog. But it won't be murder. Only justice.
And a kinder fate than you deserve. Lions, you call yourselves. At the Mummer's Ford, girls of 7 years were raped, and babes still on the breasts were cut in two while their mothers watched.
I wasn't at the Mummer's Ford. Dump your dead children at some other door.
House Clegane was built upon dead children. I saw them lay Prince Aegon and Princess Rhaenys before the Iron Throne.
Do you take me for my brother? Is being born Clegane a crime?
Murder is a crime.
I never touched the Targaryen babes. I never saw them, never smelled them, never heard them bawling. You want to cut my throat? Get on with it! But don't call me murderer. And pretend that you're not.
You murdered Micah, the butcher's boy, my friend. He was 12 years old. He was unarmed, and you rode him down. You slung him over your horse like he was some deer.
Aye, he was a bleeder.
You don't deny killing this boy.
I was Joffrey's sworn shield. The boy attacked the prince.
That's a lie. I hit Joffrey. Micah just ran away.
Then I should have killed you.
Not my place to question princes.
You stand accused of murder. I sentence you to trial by combat.
So, who will it be? Should we find out if your fire god really loves you, priest? Or you archer? Or you worse with a sword in your hand? Or is the little girl the bravest one here?
Aye, she might be. But it's me you'll fight.
Do you think Dondarrion's got this or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? Okay. Khaleesi!
The Master says they are untested. He says you would be wise to blood them early. There are many small cities between here and there, cities ripe for sacking. Should you take captives, the Masters will buy the healthy ones and for a good price. And who knows, in 10 years, some of the boys who send them may be unsullied in their turn.
Ooh. Is it worth the big one, Drogon?
Yeah, no, that dragon stain's got a mum. That's gonna fuck shit up.
Look at it, it's not happy. Don't give him away.
Is it done then? They belong to me.
Tindas
Tida. This is done. You hold the whip.
Go on, do it, please.
Dovageris! Naijon mevatas!
Do you know why the slave looked round so shocked?
Yeah.
Why?
I think she's ordered him to kill him.
No. This whole time, she's been using the slave as a translator between things.
Yeah.
The language she's speaking right now is the language they
Yeah.
speak in the whole fucking time.
Smart.
So every time he insulted her, and then the translator basically stopped the translation and made it sound nicer, Daenerys heard it all the time. So every time he called her like a slut or this, and
Zaldrizes buzdaris kosdaur.
Raji Valere.
Stel masmo en Targaryen entrat. En Valeria wekoana garexan. Valeria munio engos nuihis issa. Dovagevi! Axia osentas, menti osentas. Kiloni pilos lue vale dolvio osenatas. Inini odrigatas. Urnei lue dolve prijatas.
Yeah, you my bitch. Yeah.
Dracarys.
Roast the cunt.
You was right, Jack. You was fucking right.
She just got so much fucking hotter.
Oh, cuz she's so hot.
She's so fucking fit. Oh.
That's the power of one baby dragon.
Oh, mate, you ain't getting laid with her anytime.
Those two are just like, yeah, next time we're gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing
Nope.
next time, bro.
Dovagevis! Jemut live sorry. Keso tubi. Jemut taivri depan. Endo jagun chalza lui vali miri. Endo jagun costas. Un tairi vali sirio trikilsa. Jemut kiven jui depan. Unei siti veli velat. Un tairi valotti.
invincible army. Oh, dear.
Yes, brother.
Look at her, bruv. That's giving me Sparta vibes.
The Unsullied, my friend, are fucking scary. What a motherfucker. Yeah, brother. And that is the end of that episode, Jack. Fucking took us a minute to get through this one.
It took us a minute to get through that, but
yeah.
Fucking hell. I got silly over that. That was erotic. That was so sexual. That was amazing.
Because I know that you...
God damn. God damn it, man.
I know what parody porn you're going to be searching up later.
Oh, you have no idea. You've no idea.
Oh, trust me, I do. These guys do. We have all done it. Put that link in the description box down below. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, you know exactly what you need to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will catch you in the next video.